Get Out is a horror film directed by Jordan Peele, and of all the films that have come out so far this year, this one has been getting quite a bit of praise. And when I mean praise, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes praise. In fact, a lot of reviews I've been seeing have said this film is the best of the year, and in my personal opinion, I completely agree. This was incredible. I had the lowest of expectations going into this film because I thought this was just going to be an average horror film that might have been okay, but nothing spectacular. This film was phenomenal. And while yes, this film does have quite a few horror film tropes, this film I feel like tried a lot more. Because with this film, we get characters that are interesting, creepy, and we are sucked in by them. Also mixing good atmosphere, tension, horror, and an interesting story, and what we get is a horror film that tries something different. Before I continue praising this film, I have one gripe with this film, and that is the beginning of this film. The beginning of this film is slow. Really, really slow. When this film first starts out, oh, this was boring to sit through. And it's definitely in the beginning, which is roughly the first 20 minutes, that the writing is poor, the dialogue is so shit, and the characters aren't that interesting. In fact, had the beginning of this film been the entire movie, wow, this would have been a boring film. But once we get to the parents' house and the main character gets hypnotized, that's when the film started to pick up. And from then on, the film just got better and better and better. In fact, I dare even say the ending is the best part in the film. And like I said earlier, one of the big reasons why this film works is the characters. I have to give props to the actors. All of the actors did fantastic jobs. There's not one bad performance in this film. Every performance you felt like they were giving it their all to. And I absolutely have to praise Jordan Peele on this movie, because for those who don't know, he is famous for working on the show Key and Peele. So generally you would think what he's best at is comedy, but in his directorial debut, he actually does a good job telling a horror story. And before I wrap up, I want to talk about the climax. Like I said, this was my favorite scene in the entire movie because this is what the film had been building to, and oh, it was glorious. In fact, the last 20 minutes alone, I was shaking non-stop. Like, this was me in the last 20 minutes. I was shaking like hell. It was intense. So overall, I really, really, really liked this movie. The only gripe I have is the beginning is sloppy, slow, and boring. But it's worth getting through the boring stuff to get to the good stuff, because that's when the film gets a hell of a lot better. And honestly, this is one of the best horror films I have seen in years. And I'm gonna give Get Out a 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5. Thank you so much for watching.